Hello everyone, welcome to Oxen channel. Today we're going to talk about your university days. I don't know, maybe you are a university student now, or maybe you used to be a university student. But if you remember, at that time, when we had one semester, which means, well, in Farsi we call it term, but in English, well, don't use that word for university. We have 2 semesters in each year. Okay? Now, when each semester was over, meaning finished, the professors had to assess what we had learned. That means they had to check our understanding. What did we really learn? They had to judge our learning. Okay? That is called assessment. Now, how does assessment happen? Assessment happens usually in 2 typical ways. One is the usual examination form. They gave us examinations, we sat down, we took the exam. There was another way also, and that was when they gave us research or projects. Now, when it comes to projects and research, there is usually one clear set date when you have to hand in your project, to your professor. Now, what is that day called? That day is called the due date. Okay? Now, so to hand in means to officially give or officially deliver something. Okay? And the word due, well, that's a British pronunciation, due, and the American pronunciation is due, means when something is expected to happen. For example, when is the assignment due? Assignment means some kind of homework, something you have to hand in. When is the project due? Okay? Also, this is not the only context where we use the word due. It can also be used when someone is going to have a baby. Usually, before a baby is born, maybe 1 month or 2 months before a baby is born, people ask the mother, the father, when is the baby due? That means, when do you think, or when do the doctors say the baby will be born? Okay, so that's the word due, meaning expected to happen. And at university, we had a due date, okay, when we were supposed to hand in our project. Okay, but, well, when it came to projects, personally, I usually forgot. I was a very forgetful person, and I forgot when the due date was. So I asked my friends to always remind me, hey, don't forget the due date. It's on Bahman, for example, Bahman the 5th. Okay? So what is the difference between remember and remind? You remember something yourself, meaning that you have it in your mind. You don't forget it. You know your plan. Okay? But with remind, someone forgets something and you remind them to do something else. Just like I'm going to remind you today of something. I will tell you what that is. So now let's listen to these words one more time, and I want you to repeat. The first word is assessment. Assessment. Over. Over. This one, due, British pronunciation, and due, American pronunciation. The next one, hand in. Hand in. And the last one, the verb, remind. Remind. Well, I would like to remind you to watch Anna's video. Until then, have a good one.